poi would be here. You go up, you clink, and then you come out the other way. What's happening is, I'm going to demonstrate your left hand. Your two hands are here. The left poi comes up over your head, just like you're about to do a corkscrew. Then your two hands stack. The left one is in front, so further from, on the other side of my body from what you're seeing. And it wraps around the right hand, and then you, once it wraps, you snap it back, which I'm doing a terrible example of. Let me try that again. Once it wraps, you snap back, and it's going to go around more than, not just the hand, or not just the fingers, it's going to go around the palm and the thumb as well. And then you snap it back by opening your hands like this to get it to come out the other way. So it comes up on the front, and if you look at it from the front, you'll see my two hands do this when it stacks. And then, if I were to take what you're seeing over my head and show it to you, I'm doing this on exit. Once it, imagine this, but vertically. It comes around, and then once it gets there, once it gets in like this, I rotate my hands the other way. So if you looked at it up top, it comes in, and then I snap to my right. When I'm doing a spiral, I have found in my experience, well, maybe it'll work for you. For me, it has not really worked well with like double loops or where I keep the poi pinched at my fingertips. Because when it's pinched at my fingertips, it's trying to wrap around the tips of my fingers. So what I end up doing is, as I'm holding the poi, I let it slide into the L. So I don't know how you actually hold your knob. If you're holding it like this, then the practice would be to move it from, sorry. If you're holding it like this, then the practice would be for moving it from here at your fingertip to here, which, if you want to know how I would do it, would look like that. Or on a flat plane, would look like this. So I'm using my thumb to pull it down into the L. And I would say, as homework, if you're just working with the knob, learning how to do this, and then get it back to the tip, and get it into the L, and get it back to the tip. So you're at the tips, get it into the L, get it back to the tip, get it into the L, get it back to the tip, get it into the L. So that's the first step, is you do that without it rotating. Then the next step is, while it's rotating, I have it at the tip right now. Now I have it at the L. So there's no fingertip involved, it's just in the L. Now I slid it back to the tip. Now it's in the L. Now it's at the tip. Now it's at the L. Now it's at the tip. Now it's in the L. Tip, L. Tip, L. So when you stack it here, what you want to do is you want to make sure that the hand is flat, as opposed to crumpled up like this, because you don't want it going around your fist, you want it to go around your flat hand. So as it comes around, flatten the hand. As it comes around, when you do it with the right poi and not the left poi, you're going to stack your hands so that the palm of the right hand comes to the back of the left hand, like this, right? And the poi wraps around them both. And then you snap back. Poi wraps around, and you snap back. Poi wraps around, and you snap back. And it feels a little bit uncomfortable because you do have the knob in between your hands, but it's very brief. And then if you were to practice it with both poi and try it, even if we weren't doing it with full force, just starting from here, remember you would stack the left one so it's more in the front, the right one so that it's in the back, and then you have to give it enough force so that the poi spiral around. Spiral around. Spiral around. Spiral around and then snap back. Do better than me. Spiral, snap. Spiral, snap. Just practicing doing this. practicing your hands stacking so that you have the proprioceptive awareness of what it feels like to just have them. And it's not this. You don't just slide your hands up because you're spinning in circles, right? So you want to take it in. I mean, if you know what a sine wave looks like, you're basically trying to make a sine wave with your hands. So if I were to show you from the front like this, you're doing this. So the left is coming under, the right is going over. Only the left is coming to the front, the right is coming from the back. And they stack. So you get in, you stack it, and then you snap your hands. So if you look at me from the side, you'll see my hands roll to my left, and then they roll back to my right to open it. They roll toward you, and then away from you. Just get it out. Toward you, to my left, and then away from you to snap it out. Start by turning to the right, and then go up, because that'll give you a little momentum. And then you can turn to the left to exit. That'll help too. If you don't have a good snap, you can fake it with body motion instead. So if you started like this, not like this, but like this, because you want to be in split time, so you want to be even. And then you're moving to the right, so you have the momentum here. Then you come up, you snap, and then you turn to the left. As they hit, then it'll exit nicely, in theory. And what I would recommend is at the point, so your arms are open, you're fully at your side, so not this. You did better when you did it last time, but you still were like this, really open to the side. You're in this spin. As you start going up, stand still until you snap and exit.